Hey, what's up you guys, it's me again, and finally I am back with another video. As you can tell, this is a makeup video, but I'm also going to be talking a little bit about what's going on in the world around us and what I've been doing to kind of keep my sanity during this difficult time. So sit back and I hope you guys enjoy. So the first product I'm going in with is the Belif True Cream Aqua Bomb, and this is basically just something that I like to put on a little bit before I do my makeup, especially when I'm having a bad acne day like today, because Lord knows we love the stress of quarantine, and voila, we're shiny. Next product I'm going in with is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I am in the shade 140. And I don't like to go super duper heavy on my foundation, especially during the summer. So I make it a little bit more sheer than I usually would, because we don't want a full beat during quarantine. We just want to make us look not dead. Honestly, there's been some days during quarantine where I've just either not put on makeup, or B, completely skipped foundation and powders and everything like that, and just gone in with a little bit of concealer just to kind of cover up the bare essentials. So the next product I'm going in with is the Sephora Bright Future Concealer in the shade Fondant, which is the number 3. And I'm just going to put this under my eyes and anywhere where I might be having some problem areas, which right now is my forehead and my nose area with the unwanted redness. I find that I always have a really hard time blending around my nose. Does anybody else have that? I don't know. Maybe I just have a really weird nose too. I think I need to get like a sharper beauty blender, if that makes sense. So while I'm attempting to blend this, I guess we can talk about quarantine a little bit. Obviously, it's no shock to literally anybody, unless you've been living under a rock, that we're in quarantine and we can't go anywhere. So obviously that comes with its own challenges. I myself am not working, obviously. I'm doing my classes from online schooling, which has worked out fine, but at the same time there's been difficulties, there's been a little bit of tension, and I just feel that as we continue to go through day to day, it's getting a little bit harder. But at the same time, I also feel like we're falling into more of a routine. I feel like it's a really sucky thing for a lot of people, not even just obviously those who are impacted by it, but for students especially. Like, the seniors are missing out on all of the important senior moments that they're supposed to be having in their lives, like graduation, prom, special outings, and stuff like that. And it literally breaks my heart, because they've been waiting 4 years for this, and it's just, it sucks. Alright, now I'm going in with a little bit of setting powder. This is the Morphe Bacon Set setting powder in the shade Translucent. Whoa. I just lost like half of that. Nice. The other thing too that I think people are having a really hard time dealing with is the boredom that's dealing with quarantine. Like, for me, I get excited when I get to go in the car and like drive to the bank or go pick something up at the grocery store, because being the youngest, I'm really the only one going out of the house to get things. So it's like the weirdest stuff. So I'm trying to find stuff that's been keeping me entertained, like making videos. But yeah, you guys tell me, what are you guys kind of doing to combat the boredom that we're currently dealing with right now? Alright, so next I'm going in with my bronzer, because I have not had the chance to get outside and tan yet, although the weather has been gorgeous this week. So I'm going in with the Hoola Benefit Bronzer, trusty companion of mine, and just a simple brush. And that's the other thing too, like, we're stressing so much on social distancing and keeping each other safe, and yet there are still people who are going out in the world with like no consideration for other people, like going out without masks, or like not respecting social distancing. And it's just really disappointing because everybody else is working so hard to keep each other safe. And yeah, I get it, it sucks and you'd rather not be doing it, but it's better than the alternative of getting yourself or somebody else sick. Like, you can be a carrier and literally not even know about it. Oh, I just made my nose way too tan. But yeah, it just, like, really consider the consequences when you step out of the house. Like, I get that people miss their friends and miss, like, the social interacting, but there's so many different ways to get around that without having to actually be in each other's space. And unfortunately, I think it's gonna take somebody close to a person really getting sick or dealing with it, like being a frontline worker, without, until they actually realize it, which is very unfortunate. Which, while we're on the topic, I just want to extend my thanks and appreciation to all the frontline workers. I have a couple of family friends that are on the front lines battling this awful disease, so heads off to you guys. You guys are absolutely incredible. I'm going in with the Morphe blush palette, and I think I'm gonna go in with the shade It Girl. I don't want a super bright blush today. I think that's one of the things, because like the weather's been so nice lately, so the fact that like the weather is getting nicer, you can get outside more, and I think that's gonna help a lot. But again, people need to social distance. Why does this side never blend as good? Now it's time to move on to my brows. I'm just going in with my trusty Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Ebony. I think the hardest part for me throughout all of this is obviously like not being able to like see my friends and like do things. But I think just not even getting the choice and like not having the freedom. Like, I don't know. There's something about choosing to stay home and then having to stay home. It's like, it's one thing when you're given the choice, it's another thing when it's literally the only thing you can do. And I feel like when that freedom gets taken away, that's when people really start to go stir crazy. And I know that for me, that's been kind of the biggest thing. Like, I want to go out and see my friends. I want to go out and see Ryan. I want to go out and just be able to experience, like, going to stores. Like, I can't even tell you how much I miss going into stores on a regular basis. Like, I work in a store. I can't tell you how much I miss working and interacting with the customers. And it's just, I feel like the lack of human interaction is what really is upsetting people. I understand where people are coming from with it, but at the same time, sometimes you have to make sacrifices for the good for everybody rather than just for yourself, which is easier said than done, 100%. But yeah, sometimes you just need to make a tough choice. So I'm going to be going in with some eyeshadow. I'm doing the Pixie by Petra eyeshadow, the Naturally Nude. I got this as a sample. I absolutely love it. I've been loving doing like a natural nude eye lately with like a little bit of like glamour. But I love these two colors, and I'm really looking for like a nice nude eyeshadow palette right now. So if anybody has any recommendations, please let me know, because I'm desperate. Oh, another exciting thing that's happened to me. I've taken up archery, which is something I've literally been wanting to do for, God, probably 5 years. Ever since I read The Hunger Games, I've always wanted to do archery. And my best friend Izzy, who I filmed a couple of videos with, she does archery. And so I had learned a little bit with her, but I finally was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna get the supplies. And now I go outside and shoot arrows every day. And honestly, it's a big stress reliever. That's something that I feel like everybody should be doing, like trying to pick up a new hobby and like do something different. So I'm actually foregoing eyeliner today. I prefer not to do eyeliner when I'm trying to do more of like a natural look. So I'm just going in with my trusty Lash Sensational by Maybelline. And I've literally been using this for years. I always kind of go back and forth with my mascaras, but this is one that I always come back to. Alright, and then to finalize the look, I'm going to be going in the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade I don't know because I took the sticker off. These literally taste so good. It's so weird to think about how they like taste good, but this literally tastes, I don't even know, like strawberry and vanilla. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I'm really happy with how it came out. This is just a reminder, stay inside, social distance, don't go outside, you don't need to. Try and keep each other safe and just really do all that you can to kind of help during this time of crisis. And just know that we will get through this no matter how long it may be. We are going to come out stronger on the other side. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and leave me a comment if you enjoyed this content. Alright? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you lovelies later.